Welcome back, everybody. It's Car and Driver Radio. I'm Alan Taylor. We are broadcasting from SEMA, the show floor, all across America and around the world, thanks to the internet, radioamerica.org. Also at Apple iTunes. You can find our podcast. And joining us now from 3M, we have Jason Schauer, Marketing Manager for the Automotive Dealer Market Center. Joining him is Ray Evernham from NASCAR.
Alan.
Race legend.
Have I told you look great today?
You did. Thank you.
I have to agree with that.
That's a private joke.
I told him he looked great, and he just said, take nothing, didn't bother saying, hey, you look good too. So I said, what's going on here, huh? What am I?
Hey, so
mashed
always
potatoes?
Looks great. Custom suits. I mean,
custom.
You're the
I bought
man.
this at the thrift store, man. $1.98.
You are the man.
So are you working with 3M?
I am. I have been had a relationship with them for quite a while. I've used their products, obviously, for several years through all of my racing. But now, playing around with cars and restorations, and love my old cars, and they have got some unbelievable products. And the more I hang out with them, the more I understand how in-depth they go. So, but yeah, I have been with 3M, I think, about as long as I've been able to work on a race car.
Well, I will tell you, my relationship with 3M, of course, although it's just based on retail, goes back to when I was painting cars. When I was 17 years old, I started doing body and painting cars. And, of course, you'd buy all the 3M products that were out there. And to this very day, if it says 3M on it, I look at it and I go, 3M, it's good.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, you have this instant gratification to the brand because they make good stuff. And through whether it's painting cars, which, because you've had to have a lot of cars painted, I'm sure, with all the race cars and your collector cars and what have you. The tape. Mm-hmm. If you don't buy good tape, you want to pull your hair out.
It does all start with the accessories.
Yeah, it's just, it's a nightmare if you don't have good product. So I'm not sure that I have a longer relationship than you do, but I have certainly been using it for 30 plus years, of
well, we're pretty close. We're pretty close. Yeah. But when we think about 3M, we think about all those products. But again, the things that they're bringing to the automotive market are way above, and even the safety stuff that they're working on now. With the welding products and respirators and all the different things. They've got a catalog. It looks like a phone book.
I know.
When you get in there, you can spend 2 or 3 hours just making a wish
noodling
list.
around. Yeah, exactly.
Make a wish list and send it to Jason.
Well, you and
I'll take all orders today.
Exactly. Ray and I seem to be running down a parallel path of dealing with companies that are best of brand. To me, it makes life so much easier when you have a company that, when you say the name, it does something to you. You know that you can trust the name and anything associated with that name. And to me, it makes my life easier. And it's got to be the same way with you. You want to put your hand on a tool, it's got to be the best tool, right?
Well, with 30 years plus of experience, in the car business, you learn that trying to take shortcuts or doing this, you've got to have, if you want a good product, and some of the cars that you work on and some of the stuff that I've worked on, you need those cars to be right, whether that's racing or restoring or antique cars. So
sure.
It's not a place to cut corners. You want good quality. And again, that's why I've used 3M stuff for so long, because it's good quality.
Yeah, no question about it. All right, I see you've got an old headlight sitting on the table here. And this, to me, is a bit exciting because of a story I told you, which I'll share with the world. Tell us about this.
Sure, and people have to use their creativity because we're on radio here. But
Theater of the mind,
Theater
Jason.
of the mind. Expand your horizons.
Exactly.
What we have here is a headlight that very much replicates what you see in the real world. Heavy oxidation, hazing. The conditions over time do a number on your headlight.
Let me describe the headlight on the table. It's my mother-in-law's, almost identical to my mother-in-law's. Look, about a 19 or maybe a 2000 model Pontiac Montana minivan. She lives here in Vegas. The headlights are the color of milk. We were driving the other night. We had to get out of the car, see if the headlights were even on. Mm-hmm. And so this is what's sitting on the table here. But one side of it looks like brand new, and the middle looks like it's still got that milkiness to it.
Sure, and the story you just retold is very indicative of what we see across the country. People having a problem with their headlight, not knowing there's a solution. Fortunately, now we've come up with a solution. And the nice thing here is it is a do-it-yourself application. So you can find this on the shelves. In 30 minutes or less, you can go from an oxidized, hazy look to like new. And we've seen studies.
Okay, so let me describe this here. I've just been handed a small package, headlight lens restoration system. and it looks like it's kind of a multi-stage thing. It's got a little small buffing pad about as big as a sponge you'd use to wash out the kitchen sink, the dishes, and then some different things that you would put on what? Just a drill?
Just a drill.
Standard drill.
Standard drill.
And you turn your drill into a little buffer, basically.
Exactly.
And so is there any product you have to use with it, or is it all in here?
It's all in there. All you need is the drill.
I got you right here. It's in the back. Headlight lens polish. What does this retail for?
So under $30.
Okay, and a headlight, by the way, a friend of ours walked up, we were talking, who owned a wrecking yard. He and I were in the business together. And he says people would come in and buy new headlights because their headlight looked like the one we're describing. And now for $30, instead of $150 to $200 for a used headlight, $500 or up to $1,000 for some of these new plastic headlight lenses. For $30, you can make it look like new again.
It's a dramatic difference. You can go from 50% to 350% improvement in the light transmitted through your headlight.
And it's like amazing. You know, I mean, I literally thought the headlights were off because it got stopped at the lens. And here we go. 3M doing it again, right, Ray?
Bring her car over, and we'll go out there. We'll get a drill. We'll clean them up, and she'll be wearing sunglasses tonight. That stuff is so good.
We should do that.
Yeah. Ray Everham will make a pit stop. I'll fix her headlights real quick. Less than 30 minutes. Tonight it'll be bright.
My nudist mother-in-law is going to be so happy to see you.
Well, that's more information than I needed.
She's not. Anyway.
We all love mother-in-laws.
Exactly. This... is it available now?
It is available now.
It's called the 3M Headlight Lens Restoration System, another innovative product from 3M. How many would you guys have, like 10, 12 products now?
We are numbering in the billions at this point.
Exactly.
I don't know half the things that we're showing today at SEMA.
Can you imagine? I mean, I can't even imagine. It's 3M has got, they just do good stuff. That's all there is to it, you know? I mean, it's just stuff like this, simple, full retail, $30, and you can change your whole life. Great thing is you can do this to both headlights, right?
Yes.
One kit will do two headlights.
One kit will cover both.
And how about taillights? Have you noticed the taillights are getting all nasty looking too?
Yes.
Sun beating down on them. And jet fuels, same thing.
Yep.
So headlights or taillights are probably any other plastic stuff you have.
Exactly. Meant for plastic and, again, improved and enhanced safety. That's what it boils down to.
Excellent. Ray, what about you now? I heard... By the way, Jason, I'm not giving this back.
I want that. Keep it, please.
Okay, good.
For the nudist mother-in-law.
Ray, in Mooresville, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Did I hear a rumor that you are starting like a car collection? Is it open to the public, or what are you doing there?
No, it's not yet. It's, as I've kind of been backing off my NASCAR career and entered my semi-retirement, and been
Good
doing a little
for you.
and then a little TV. Every guy wants a place your whole life. You want a fun shop. So we bought a building in Mooresville, and inside of that building, we've put up a museum for all the cars that we've collected over the years. I've got a workshop, but it's a pretty cool place. We built a 1950s diner inside the building.
So this is just for friends and family and parties, baby.
Yeah, some corporate entertainment, but friends, families, parties. But in the museum, one area is a 50s style diner, and we built like an old abandoned gas station. We have a wall that looks like the IndyCar garages, again, from the 40s and 50s, because I've got some antique Indy cars. So it's just a neat place to display all of the memorabilia that I've collected in racing over the past 30 years. And then we've got a nice restoration shop built behind it and plenty of room for storage. So we're just going to just have some fun there.
So, car crazy guy, I'm sure that you are. What is your favorite car in your collection that you just is your baby right now?
Oh, boy, I'm going to tell you, that's really hard, because it's like having, when you got a bunch of
like
kids, you can't
right?
pick one.
Kid.
But, I can tell you that I've got everything from I've got a glass 33 Ford that I drive. It's in primer, and I drive it, and I don't worry about it because it's in primer. If a rock hits it, I don't care.
Isn't that funny?
I've got a 1948 GMC car hauler that we actually haul my antique race cars on. Love that thing. I've got a 55 Chevy that I drive, and we're doing, again, lots of different projects. I'm really fond of my 1950s Roadster Indy style cars, so those are neat, but it's really hard to just pick one.
No, believe me, I know. But you know what? And as soon as you get done with the one that you love, it was the love of your life. Luckily, it's not like wives and what have you, because you stay with the wife, but you can move with cars. I'm done with you. I want a new one of these, Well,
you can do
I love it today, but tomorrow it's that one.
Yeah, it's you can do that, but it gets a lot more expensive than selling the cars.
Exactly. All right, Jason Shower from 3M. The new product is called the Headlight Lens Restoration System. Headlights and taillights both, which some marketing I'm going to have to work with you guys on, because it should say headlights and taillights, because people are not maybe thinking.
We love these ideas.
This is,
Keep
you
them
know, I mean,
coming.
yeah, the taillights too, because these are expensive products,
they
you
are.
know, and
They
for
are.
$30, check it out. Is it? Can they see this online if they want to see what it is?
Yes, they can.
3M.com?
You can go to 3m.com and shop 3m.com.
There you have it. All right, Ray Evernham, always pleasure to have you, buddy. You're just one of the regular guys, and you're one of the guys that makes NASCAR, to me, touch and feel good, because you're real, you're touchable, you're friendly to everybody, and not always is it that way. So thank you for that, for all of the fans that know you, and the ones that don't know you know that they can probably just come up and shake your hand, and that's very valuable to us small people.
Well, no, not small people. I appreciate you saying that, and it certainly is important. Love the fans, love to interact with car people, and you do a great job. Always appreciate you having me on.
Thank you very much. All right, we're going to take a break. Our show is here at SEMA this week, and we'll be right back with more Car and Driver Radio.
Kiss me, fever when you hold me tight.